Hi, I want to share with you 5 lessons that I learned from my last half marathon. Now I've been running this my sixth half marathon, so clearly not my first. And I did one about 2 weeks ago, and it didn't go as well as I had planned or had wanted. The week leading up to the half marathon, I had a lot of negative thoughts about questioning whether I had prepared, although I'd run all through the winter. I had a lot of questions about my eating plan, all kinds of things. And the one thing I convinced myself of is that I do not perform well under high heat. Come Sunday morning, it's now 10 to 15 degrees warmer than it normally is, so I know I'm not having a good race. At the third kilometer, I wanted to drop out. At the fifth kilometer, I wanted to drop out. At the eighth kilometer, I wanted to drop out. And the 10th kilometer, I wanted to drop out. So imagine you're running this race, and at 3 kilometers, you've got 18 more to go. You want to drop out. It was brutal for me. It was more brutal for me mentally than it was physically. But I wanted to analyze, what did I do wrong and what could I have changed? 5 things I came up with. The first thing is, you've got to have a positive attitude going into something, especially if you prepared. I prepared, I had run through the winter, I was out there when it was really cold, and I had prepared. So why did I have a negative attitude? So that did not help. Number two, you got to also have a winning attitude. You've got to be able to say to yourself, I can do this and I will do well. You've got to shoot for your best. So if you're going for that big job interview, you've got to go in, not cocky, but you've got to go in saying, I'm great for this job. And it would be a privilege for them to have me. Number three, visualization. I tried to do it, but it didn't really work this time. So visualize yourself with that medal around your neck. What does it feel like? What does it smell like? Visualize yourself, that handshake and being offered the job. Number four, never underestimate the power of the mind. You can do so well physically, but if your mind's not in it, there's a disconnect, and it's probably half the battle right there. Henry Ford said, whether you believe you can or can't, you're right. And that was the 5th lesson that I learned. I hope I have helped you. I'm Dawn Williams from Serious Personnel. I can reach on LinkedIn and on Twitter. Happy selling.